All right. Thank you very much. Welcome once again. Here is your friend Israelima's concept. All right, today is a wonderful day indeed. I have a little package for you. You book respect yourself. Um, Actually, little wonder this guy playing keyboard today. Don't really worry. Every time it's not all about arithmetics. There are things that works out in life. Sometimes you are stuck up with activities and all of that, and you feel so boring. You don't need to worry at all. There is always an antidote to that, and that is to ease yourself of your stress. And how do you do such? Very simple. Look for that little hobby that actually causes a sense of humor in you that makes you to laugh. And one of mine is keyboard. I'm a keyboardist. And of course, teaching mathematics does not prevent us from delving or looking into other things that could make life more amicable. All right, today I have a little tip that I guess would help your life, most especially for students who are pursuing their studies and they have a kind of mathematics concept that are related to their course of studies. I hope today's briefing will really help them to move fast and also match fast and achieve a lot of things based on what they are pursuing. Once you're a student and you have mathematics as a content of your course, you don't need to worry at all. This wonderful episode is for you. Today I'm going to be talking about tips to overcoming mass phobia. Remember, there is something we call mathophobia. What is mathophobia in actual sense? That is very simple. It is a fear that someone observes when he's trying to study or learn mathematics. That is what we call mathophobia. You can easily check up your dictionary though to verify for that. So whenever you are trying to study mathematics and you have a kind of fear, that fear is called mathophobia. It is a fear that you observe when you are trying to study or learn mathematics. I want to bring to your notice before I go into what I have for you today. This video is going to be short. I just have about 3 points on the tips to overcome the phobia, or that is mathophobia in mathematics, when you are trying to study your mathematics and all of that. I want to begin by this. I have a little story to share with you. When I was still in higher institution, though I did mathematics precisely, I studied mathematics, and that is 4 years. 4 years is not here. I guess you love that, and you love to hear that as well. It doesn't matter your discipline, whichever discipline or whatever discipline you study, they are all good in your own sight and in the sight of people that love that. Okay, all right. I studied mathematics 4 years, and I studied precisely at the University of Nigeria in Soka, and I did it under education precisely. I'm trying to clear the thought of those that would love to know what I study. Though I teach maths, they are like, I want to know what this guy studied in school. I did mathematics, and that is 4 years. 4 years is not here, right? Thank you. Today I have about 3 tips on how to overcome maths phobia, most especially when you are trying to study maths. All right, while we were still in school, then back then, something happened in the classroom. We were studying a particular course. Most of you that studied mathematics, you understand some courses like topology, courses like reanalysis. Maths is not funny when you get to those courses, particularly reanalysis, topology, when you talk about open balls, closed balls, all those kind of things, open sets, what is topological space, their real definitions and the applications, all those arithmetics, that is when you think of mathematics in the area of abstract. When you say something is abstract, actually it simply means you cannot manipulate that thing with your physical hand just like that. It is something you reason, with your mind, with your personal intuition and beyond that. Okay. All right. We were in the class and we were studying, learning. The lecturer was busy teaching us mathematics. I think that is one of the courses in mathematics we observed then. And at a time, the thing was getting tedious or difficult. One of our colleagues just says, "Sir, I have a question." It's funny though, and the lecturer just turned maybe to observe his question. The guy said, "Sir, this is getting tougher. This is not actually the maths we signed for." We laughed. I know this caused a sense of humor to you, but that is true. Remember, for those of you that have really passed through higher institution, congratulations to you. But you could remember those things that happened then, some of the courses you did. To some extent, you were like, this is not what you signed for. You are saying something strange because what the lecturer or your tutor is doing at the board is somehow abstract to you. And for those of you that are dreaming to also enter into higher institution, it's good for you to prepare yourself. Most especially for those of you that their courses are mathematically inclined. This video is for you. I guess it will help you. Back to what I was trying to say, tips to overcome math phobia, that is mathophobia, the fear you have whenever you are trying to study mathematics. The first tip I have here with me is number one, stop assuming I can't. I believe that most students, at times when they begin to study mathematics, they will be like, this one is getting more difficult. I can't do it. Something is telling you you cannot. Remember the difference between can't and can. You just write down your can, just remove the apostrophe and the T that is attached to can't. Remove the apostrophe and the T, you will notice that what you have there is can. So if your mind is telling you that you cannot, whenever you are trying to study a difficult concept in mathematics, try to remove that apostrophe T and then utilize the part of CAN, which is can. Allow your mind to always tell you I can. Don't allow your mind to tell you I can't. I can't is for people that are dreaming that they cannot achieve this. But for you that is too optimistic in nature based on your studies and your dream, always tell yourself I can. Remember that I can't is for people that will ever stumble and they will keep stumbling and they will never achieve anything in life. But anybody that is optimistic in nature, most especially students, and you are studying mathematics, what do you tell yourself? Once you come across a tedious or difficult concept in mathematics, tell yourself I can. Once it's resolved in your mind that you can do it, automatically you can do it. For those of us that love the scripture says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthened me. Yeah, that is true and certain. So you can do everything. Remove that spirit of I cannot, most especially when you come across tedious or difficult mathematics content. Once that is resolved in you, you can do it. And I hope you can do it after this video. The second tip on how to overcome math phobia is ensure you put in your best. Ensure you put in your best. I want to tell you this. You may be thinking that all the best about me that I've ever achieved it. That is a serious lie. There are more in you that you have not achieved at all. There are many virtues, many glories, many important things that have been embedded in you by your creator. Yeah. And you've not touched some part of those things at all. So don't think that you've ever exhausted the best in you. I believe a statement that says you cannot do more than your best. That is true actually. And let me tell you, you can do your best, but for doing more than your best, you cannot. But that your best is more than what you are thinking about. Your best are things that God has designed and has embedded in you. Most people, they have not touched those things at all. To the best of their knowledge, they will be like, this concept, this idea, this vision, this thing I'm pursuing, this mathematics I'm trying to solve, it is very difficult to understand. I cannot do this thing, I cannot approach this. Bring out your best first of all. There is always the best in you. Once you bring out your best, begin to tumble on that very thing. Remember, there is a way studies goes. Very simple. To some extent, when you study things the first instance, the thing does not really enter you in full. But what you do, you need to study it consecutively, after which you restudy and restudy and restudy again. Before you know it, your brain will get acquainted with that. And once your mind and your brain gets acquainted with that, you begin to unlock the possibilities of really going into detail. And when you begin to go into detail in that very context that you are studying, most especially mathematics as a context, you will begin to understand more difficult ideas in respect to that context or topic you are studying about. So ensure you put in your best. There are many best in you that you should put in, so try to put in your best. That is very essential, most especially for those that are studying mathematics and those that have some concept of mathematics that are inclined to their course of studies. Having learned that, the last tip I want to tell you is about relax your mind when you get saturated. Sometimes you begin to study a mathematics context and it's flowing, actually it's flowing. But on the long run, you feel like this thing is not entering again. What do you do? Very simple. Relax your mind. You could do what I'm doing here, playing your keyboard. You could do any hobby of your choice. It mustn't be keyboard. At least there are people that love to maybe sing. There are people that love to read. Maybe you get into novel, read your novel. Try to do it again and again. Then after which your mind is relaxed, then you come back to that very idea that you just left. Then when you come back, you notice that your mind is relaxed, your heart, your spirit, your soul and body, which is the three components of the body, the spirit, soul and body, it has come together again, blended together so that you can be able to facilitate learning. So whenever you are stuck up in learning tedious or difficult mathematics contents, what do you do? It is very simple. Just relax your mind, get into your hobby and do it a little bit, then come back to that, then you will get to understand better. I hope this video could make your day. Remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel and as well hit the notification bell so that whenever I drop a new content like this, you would also be notified. Remember to reshare this video as well. I hope it will go a long way to help a lot of students that finds it difficult to study mathematics. Remember, mathophobia, it is a type of fear you experience when you are trying to study your mathematics. And do away with mathophobia from today. See you in my next episode. Goodbye.